Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest event across the country and in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of November 6, Mr. Võ Đức Trong, members of Provincial Party Committee, TTVNEWS Violent Front Committee of the Ninh province, along with other representatives from Provincial and Tân Minh District People Council, had a meeting with voters in Tân Lập commune. During the meeting, voters raised several issues, including the need for functional sector to address difficulties in issuing land use certificate, the need to firmly implement the drainage project to prevent flooding that affect rough cultivation and livestock farming, reconsidering the requirement for citizens to purchase insurance when taking bank loans, and establishing policies and benefits for specific community organizations at the commune and hamlet levels.
In Su Dây Commune, provincial representatives include Mr. Võ Quốc Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Vietnam Violent Front Committee, and Ms. Trần Thị Thanh Hằng, Standing Deputy Secretary of Tân Châu District Party Committee, along with other representatives from the Tân Châu District People's Council, held a meeting with the local voters. And during this section, the voters in Su Dây Commune has requested that authorities invest in and install interest lining on the DT795 road section passing through the commune. And they also suggested installing the box covers near the Thala River on Su Dây site to prevent the local flooding caused by heavy rainfall that brings the large volumes of water from upstream. Additionally, they asked for repairing a telecommunication pole in Hamlet 3 that has tilted dangerously over the road.
On the afternoon of November 6, Mr. Dương Văn Thắng, Provincial Party Committee member and Vice Chairman of Provincial People Committee, chaired a section of Provincial People Committee to review and provide input on 5 matters related to finance, budget, and public investment. In his remark, Vice Chairman Dương Văn Thắng emphasized that 2025 is the final year of the 2021 to 2025 medium-term planning period. Therefore, in 2025, priority should be given to allocating state budget fund for projects scheduled to be completed within this planning period. Additionally, funds will be allocated for the preparatory work on the new project to be launched in the following period. The report will be submitted by the TayNinhTV Provincial People Committee to the TayNinhTV Provincial People Council for approval through the resolution at the Provincial People Council meeting in December 2024. According to agenda for a section, on the morning of November 6, the National Assembly discussed the revised public investment law in the preliminary home. Many representatives in hallway of National Assembly expressed that while it's essential to separate land clearing as a dependent project, measures should be taken to prevent its misuse for personal benefit.
Appreciating the revised public investment law presented at this section, the National Assembly representatives noted that the draft law aligns with the policies from the 10th plenary section of the 13th Central Party Committee and the guiding principles of General Secretary Tolam. This emphasized removing institutional bottlenecks, promoting decentralization and delegation of authority, and allowing the localities to take responsibility for decision-making and implementation. I believe this is a very effective approach. By delegating responsibilities, localities and sectors can handle tasks within their jurisdiction. Simultaneously, a supervision mechanisms will be applied alongside, allowing us to trust local authorities to take action while making adjustments when necessary to ensure the compliance. While supporting the need to amend the public investment law by separating land clearance and construction projects to expedite progress, National Assembly representatives urged the tighter supervision mechanisms to prevent the measures of public investment law for rebusing land clearance funds toward unrelated projects. I find it entirely reasonable to split the two projects, but a monitoring mechanism is necessary to prevent situations where the land clearance for one subject is not implemented and is redirected to another project. The revised public investment law with the shift from the pre-control to post-control management, transforming from a management focus to a development-oriented approach. And this law promotes decentralization, delegation, and administrative simplification with the ultimate goal of alleviating obstacles and accelerating the progress of projects that support the country's socio-economic development.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoons of November 6, Comrade Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretaries of Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of Provincial People Committee, along with representatives of Provincial and TayNinhTV City People Council, had a meeting with voters in Ward 1 TayNinhTV City. During the session, voters in Ward 1 raised various social concerns, including policies for grassroots officials, planning for certain roads, and issues related to ongoing projects and planning in the province. Voters expressed concern that demolishing the TayNinhTV Stadium could lead to the loss of traditional values in TayNinhTV football. Additionally, some feel that this would reduce open space for community activity, recreation, and leisure. Responding to this concern, Comrade Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc explained that the current TayNinhTV Stadium no longer aligns with the vision for a modern civilized urban development. He assured the province has a clear plan to provide ample public amenity for residents in the future. The Provincial Party's Standing Committee has directed that the core urban area of TayNinhTV, especially Ward 3, has a relatively low ratio of green space and public areas compared to other localities. The province has chosen to dismantle the stadium and transform it into open space. This project will be implemented in two phases. The first phase, by April 30, involves cleaning up the stadium area, leaving the grass field for outdoor activity, and adding other elements to enhance the appearance. The second phase will redesign the area with prominent structure, creating vibrant night market and activity area linking to April 30 Street for the residents. After addressing voter concern, the People Council representatives from both provincial and city level, along with the city leaders, also provided an overview of the province's socio-economic performance in the first 9 months of the year and outlined the goals and the tasks for the remaining months of the 2024.
Despite an unparalleled success in meeting and stating the poverty reduction targets, some poor neighborhoods, according to the central and provincial standards, still face housing difficulties. And recently, at the October 2024 regular meeting, the Provincial People's Committee approved a draft plan to repair and construct housing for the poor neighborhoods based on the central and provincial poverty standards intended for 2025. According to a review by the TayNinhTV Department of Labor, Welfare and Social Affairs, a total of 567 households classified as poor or near poor house by the central standards and poor by the provincial standards require housing repairs on new construction in 2025. Of these, 443 households need new homes and 124 required repairs. And the support funds for new housing construction amount to 90 million Vietnam dong per unit and for repair up to 40 million Vietnam dong per unit. The plan also includes allocating land for households meeting and needing new homes but lacking land. The total budget for this plan is nearly 45 billion Vietnam dong and sourced from the state budget, the fund for the poor and various levels, and direct the support from organizations and individuals.
On the morning of November 6, Mr. Phạm Từ Liêm, Chairman of MCV Media Technology Group, chaired a working session with leaders of radio and television stations from Tây Ninh, Bình Dương, and Hậu Giang to discuss the development of content across the digital platforms. During the meeting, MCV Group announced that MCV Network will provide the multi-channel network infrastructure in the region, enabling access, data management, and authority delegation for local radio and television stations. The group will offer a content management tool, a booking system, and technology for developed multi-channel network, which management right from the central MCV network. The collaboration will operate under the revenue-sharing business model and manage a common database for all regional multi-channel network, ensuring strict management and control the content and booking through MCV network. During the working session, Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, director of TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station, expressed hope that upon officially partnering, MCV RIP and TayNinhTV Radio and Television Station will support the implementation of the project such as producing and broadcasting television program aligned with both organization directive, building and developing the station digital platform channel, and participating the MCV channel system, producing, exploiting, and developing digital content on the redistribution channels, and creating and developing applications owned by the radio and television station. The audience over the past time, various level and sector in the province have consistently recognized that building new rural areas is a continuous and long-term process aimed at improving the quality of life for residents each year. However, the reality shows that with change to the set criteria, some localities have been unable to maintain previously achieved standards. With a significant effort, they are at risk of losing their new rural status. The criteria for new rural areas for the 2021 to 2025 period consist of 19 criteria, including 57 indicators. This represents an increase of 9 indicators, and 13 criteria have higher standards compared to the criteria set for 2016 to 2020. The change in criteria have led to some commutes struggling to uphold the established standard or facing many difficulties in maintaining them. During the 2020 to 2025 period, the government has issued a new set of criteria for new rural areas, which include numerous indicators that have changed, demanding higher quality and quantity. However, the socio-economic conditions in recent years have been challenging. As a result, when we review the recognized new rural area from the previous period and this one, 45 communes no longer meet all 19 criteria. Among the recently recognized advanced new rural area communes, 5 no longer meet the standard. According to the regulation, if the commune drops below 30% of the criteria, it will lose its new rural designation. Therefore, maintaining this indicator is a significant challenge for new rural communes. In implementing new rural programs, we are regularly review the criteria. We focus on resolving those that are difficult. Currently, the most challenging criterion for our commune is universal health insurance. It's indeed a tough issue. While basic salary has increased, the spirit is that the commune must mobilize to achieve 94%, and at this point, we have reached 92%. At this stage, how the commune continue to maintain its new rural status? The most challenging criterion is criterion 50, regarding to percentage of population participating in health insurance. As of now, we have only achieved 88.15% compared to the required minimum of 90%. Recently, we found that most challenging criterion include income, as economic difficulties have led to reduced income for some residents, and we need solutions to ensure stable income. The second challenging criterion is health care. New rural areas must have 90% of the population participating in health insurance, and 95% for advanced new rural areas. We know that encouraging participation in health insurance is currently very difficult. Under these circumstances, the party committee and local government must exert greater effort, requiring the collective support for all citizens to sustain and develop new rural areas, advance new rural areas, and model new rural areas sustainably, therefore providing a better life for the residents. On the morning of November 6, the Central Vietnam Women Union organized a workshop on skills for engaging and mobilizing international partners in the province. The event was attended by Mr. Vũ Thị Minh Hằng, Deputy Head of International Department of the Central Vietnam Women Union, along with representatives from Women Union across southern provinces and cities.
And during the workshop, participants listened to experts sharing insights on various topics. including an overview of the activities of foreign non-government organizations in Vietnam and Vietnam's policies regarding foreign non-government work. The key issues to consider in foreign affairs, the current global and regional situation and its impact on Vietnam, as well as the midterm results of the Vietnam Women's Union's international affairs and integration efforts and strategies for the second half of the term. The aim of the workshop was to enhance awareness, develop skills, and share experiences for women union officials from provinces and cities in the ethnic minority and mountainous areas regarding the skill for engaging and mobilizing international partners.
Recently, the TayNinhTV police have implemented a heightened plan to ensure traffic order and safety for students. As a result, a number of cases of students violating traffic law have been identified. The Department of Education and Training has recently instructed heads of educational institutions and leaders of departments of education and training across district, town, and city to intensify efforts in disseminating information and addressing violations of traffic safety laws.
Accordingly, the Department of Education and Training requires the head of the Office of Education and Training of districts, town, and city to effectively and proactively practically enforce legal regulations regarding not allowing vehicles to be driven by individuals who do not meet the condition to participate in traffic. They are also encouraged to maintain regular communication with the traffic police to gather information on the traffic order and safety situation in the province, and this information will serve as a basis for conducting the legal education about traffic safety within their units. Additionally, they should review and identify cases of traffic law violations and impose appropriate penalties and to deter others. Simultaneously, educational measures should be implemented, focusing on cooperation with families in disseminating information and educating students, enabling them to rectify any violation or shortcomings.
Dear audience, now not only for its fresh and cool climate and rich-taking flower season, this day visitors to Mộc Châu Highland in Sơn La province can immerse themselves in the vibrant yellow hue of the heavily laden persimmon orchards, capturing stunning photos against the picturesque natural backdrop. On the road from Mộc Châu Thai to Tân Lập Commune, travelers will encounter a number of orchards bursting with ripe persimmon. Mộc Châu currently has approximately 50 hectares dedicated to persimmon cultivation, with many sites open for visitors to explore and take photos. My garden has a total area of 2 hectares, including 200 persimmon trees for tourism purpose, so that everyone can come and take photos. I don't use harmful pesticides. Instead, we only use insect traps to ensure visitor health. Additionally, there are 400 plum trees, 100 peach trees, and 2 pear trees in the garden to serve visitors year-round. To provide the best experiences for tourists, cooperative and persimmon growers have hired a laborer to prune the tree, leaving only the vibrant orange-yellow persimmon on the branches, while creating beautiful surroundings for visitors to enjoy and take photos. Persimmon trees can hold their fruit for an extended period, allowing garden owners welcome guests throughout the last months of the year. The season is most beautiful and abundant time in Mộc Châu, both for the district as a whole and for the cooperative for the various flowers, persimmon, orange, strawberry, and other products. We advise all farmers to reduce safely, ensure safety for visitor picking route and for the product. This also serves as a form of communication, as visitors promote the products of Mộc Châu Clean Agricultural Cooperative. Farmers are also pleased as the products sell better, especially with such beautiful and abundant persimmons. The best time for photography in persimmon orchard in early morning or at the sunset when the sunlight creates a gentle, beautiful color effect for the photos. Consequently, a large number of visitors choose the time to experience and explore the orchard while capturing expressive image. This is our third time coming to Mộc Châu, and each visit has been in a different season. The persimmon orchards here are beautiful and the fruit are delicious, rich and sweet. The climate is wonderful and the people of Mộc Châu are friendly and very warm-hearted. This is my second time in Mộc Châu. The scenery here is beautiful in October and November, with the vibrant ripe persimmon and stunning yellow-orange. Welcome here to take photo with my friends, and we are very excited about beautiful orchard scenery. The heavily laden persimmon orchard not only bring high economic value to farmers, but also enhance the allure of tourism, increase the value of local agricultural products, and contribute to the colorful landscape of the beautiful Mộc Châu Highlands. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.